21.82, personal best, longest in the field of 21.88, the Serbian. So I think a real crucial event for Serbia. Well, we've seen the 400-meter hurdles. These sprints should be quite interesting. And blink and you'll miss them, as always. Stavros Agostinou. You can see 10.5 seconds at best, 10:51. Very interesting to see what kind of times we'll see and whether the track is decently fast, as we think it is. Farkas, another decathlete we're seeing here in the 100. Fuchs, who won the third league a couple of years ago. Oskar Zgrava of Latvia, who's also in the 200 metres. Obviously coming up tomorrow, but will be a busy old couple of days. Thankfully, these days we just have a final rather than the heats to qualify. Karl Erik Nazarov really shot to fame at the World Indoor Championships, making the final over 60. Christian Royban, you can see 10.4 seconds. It's a solid time here for this initial heat, and very closely matched with Aleksa Kijanovic of Serbia. The Serbians have had some young sprinting talents come through the European age group competitions over the last few years. I think they'll be one of those teams that, if they lack the kind of individual brilliance to be at the top of the leaderboard, then they'll pick up those kind of 4th, 5th and 6th places that will really help them overall. Let's see how they go here. And Rocco Farkas to be a decathlete in a sprint race is quite impressive. He is one of the best at sprinting at the multi-eventers. Agostinou, Farkas, Fuchs, Grava, Fremstad Waldron, Nazarov, Royban and Kijanovic. So once again about setting a target time for the so-called faster athletes, but a fall there from Nazarov. Hope he's okay. Race continues with the Norwegian Fremstad Waldron coming through, 10:47, the sort of time that we thought might be good in this initial heat. But shame to see that from Nazarov, certainly, because you expected him to do well. A personal best of 10.18 seconds. Estonia were second in the standings overall last time we looked. In any case, let's focus on how the race played out. Norwegian, quite impressively there with Fremstad Waldron, a 1/10 of a second ahead of Grava. Maybe countries not known for their 100-meter sprinting over the last couple of years, but they've got themselves a solid haul of points there here initially.
Let's take a look at this fall, and it's so unusual to see, isn't it, Alex? In the first 10 metres or so, to see an athlete go down like that, something maybe you expect to see in the 110 hurdles, not in the 100 metres flat. Does he lose his footing slightly? Maybe something seizing up. It's so hard to tell. He's burst out the blocks along with the rest of the athletes and just hasn't maybe found his footing, maybe lost some balance. But something that is so unusual to see. But another statement from Norway. All the times and of course the places and points will be worked out after it's all accumulated after this next heat. But here are the results, and a minus 0.7 wind.
And obviously 16 teams, maximum points is 16, and then one less down to 16th place and 1 point.
So the start list now for Heat B of the men's 100 metres, and great to see in lane 2 Jan Volko, who never needs persuading to run out of these championships. 7 times he's finished in the top 3 at European Team Championships, but he has tough competition today. The 2019 European Indoor 60-metre champion, Karamanilov of Bulgaria, in personal best form this season. Here is the man himself, Jan Volko, who has received a fair round of applause there. Lori Akinola of Ireland, personal best in all sprint distances this season, one to watch in green going in lane 3. Verhestoleten of Belgium, the 200 metre national record holder, goes in lane 4. Simon Hansen finished top in the 200 metres in the second league in 2021. Karen Orza of Turkey has a job to do here, but could see Turkey over the line fairly high up the order. Gumila of Slovenia Looking very cool indeed, keeping his sunglasses on. He goes in lane 7. And keep your eyes on this man in lane 8 as well. Blessing Arifra, the 2022 World Under 22 100-metre gold medalist, and picked up plenty of medals at European junior level as well. As they're called to their blocks, and we hope for a better fate for the athletes going through the first 15 metres or so and into their running to what we saw in Heat A. Karamanilov in 1, Volko in 2, Akinola in 3, Verstraeten in 4, Hansen in 5, Ozer 6, Gumila in 7, Yalifa in 8. Line up for Heat B of the men's 100 metres, Division 2 of the European Team Championships. And a clean start and a good start for the man in the middle. Takiye starting to come through, but Verstraeten of Belgium going well, and it is the Dane across the line first, Simon Hansen. He didn't have the best start, he got out the blocks quickly, didn't have quite what it took through the middle stage. For that final phase, he really turned on the afterburners, and across the line in first, a time of 10:55. Alifra of Israel taking second in the outside lane. And a roar from the crowd. Gumila of Slovenia keeping his glasses on all the way, and they're not traditional running glasses, it's fair to say. Akinola of Ireland taking 4th. Well, it was an interesting race, Alex, because the man who won it didn't get off to the best start.
And he also won't take maximum points because the initial heat was running a time that was 10:46, nearly a tenth faster, which is fascinating. So all the more praise needs to be given to Fremstad Waldron of Norway in the end. And a bit of a surprise that, because you've got the likes of Akinola, who, yes, he ran a windy personal best recently at the Stratford Speed Grand Prix. It was a day after his national record in the 4x100 metres. But yeah, expecting some faster times, especially, you know, we've got a free for his run 10.2 this year, and Verstraeten 10.2 as well. So really interesting, but you have to praise Simon Hansen for coming out on top there, beating a very strong field, and Danish sprinting has come on quite a lot in the last few years.
Minus 2.2, so the wind, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, but I think it has just picked up a little bit with the athletes running into a headwind down the home straight, and it did certainly look to be slightly easier conditions for first heat, but that is where the winner and the 16 points come from. Norway's Fremstad Volden taking top spot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Minus 0.7 and then minus 2.2. So that ever-changing wind, it seems, over the last couple of hours affecting the long jumpers and seemingly having an impact on the outcome of those two heats there.
Hello, I'm Leonardo Fabri, and you must subscribe to the European Athletics channel, because otherwise I'm gonna fight you.